Now today we're rebuilding the middle console for this Honda S2000. This is a 21-year-old car, so this has seen better days. So let me show you what we have here. You can really apply this to any vehicle. Now let me share with you the mode of attack, then we're going to get right into it. Everything you see here, I will include links in the description box below to Amazon, except for two things. Number one is the perforated leather that sits for the armrest. This replacement piece was purchased off Etsy. It's genuine leather, very inexpensive, and you can purchase really, you can choose from many different colors. Number two is the padding underneath that leather. And this foam roll was purchased at a local Michael's store. It's the thinnest piece I can find because look how very thin this padding is. Then we come up front, we have a plastic bezel that lives right here, which was marked and chipped up. I grabbed a 400 grit sanding block, smoothed it all out, and then it will be wrapped in 3M vinyl. This comes from Amazon. Then we have the shift boot, which is completely destroyed. And I have a replacement piece made specifically for the vehicle that was off Amazon. And then of course the adhesive Super 77 that came from Amazon. Now because we're dealing with plastics, it can be a little difficult to deal with, meaning this is one entire piece. But I need to replace and remove this one section. So there are no fasteners, there's no screws for me just to remove this section. But if you look closely, you have two plastic tabs from the factory. So what I'm going to do is heat them up with a mini blowtorch. This is something I showed some time ago when we did the ball joint on the Subaru. So I'm going to heat up these two tabs and then we'll be able, hopefully, to remove this piece from the main assembly. Okay, there you go. So what I have here is just window cleaner that I sprayed down. Water and soap would be perfectly fine, and a chisel to remove the residual glue left over. You can even try sanding it if you want. I think this will work perfectly fine. And then finally, anything left over, 220 sanding block. And after a few minutes, nice clean slate. So now I'm going to cut the foam. We'll apply it to the plastic using the 3M adhesive. Now the key thing regarding the gluing is you have to wait until it's tacky enough. And per the instructions, you just touch it with your knuckle, and if the adhesive transfers over, it's not tacky enough. You have to be at a point that you touch, it's almost there, you touch the adhesive, and it's so tacky that it's just not transferring to your skin, but you certainly feel the adhesion. There you go. So it's been about 30 or 40 seconds. And then we're just going to apply this like so. Okay, so after a few minutes of just pressing down the leather, this is what we have. I'm not the best upholsterer by any means. I've only done this a few times regarding auto interiors and just replacing certain things. It's not my strong point, but nonetheless, this certainly looks a lot better than it did. Once it's back in the car, and I smooth it out a little bit more, I think, and tuck in the corners, I think it's going to look pretty good. So now I'm ready to wrap the center bezel, and what I did off camera was remove or really smooth out. If you have any bumps and ridges when you apply the vinyl, or even if you spray paint it, you will see that. So you need a nice clean surface before you do anything. Again, sanding blocks, normal sandpaper like this. You may have to start with something like 100 grit and then move your way up. So it's a nice smooth surface. Now, full disclosure, I've never done vinyl wrapping before, but I'm willing to give it a shot. Ultimately, if I can't get the right look out of it, I'll just spray paint it. But all that you do, it comes in a roll, so you just cut the size that you want. This is just a backing. You peel off the backing, which you'll see in a moment. We'll stick it on, heat it up with a heat gun, or all I have is a blow dryer, and then work out any creaks and bubbles and that sort of thing. They include this in the kit. I think I'll place this down actually and just do this. Okay, now it's dirty. I should have cleaned this before, but that's okay. I'm just going to work it in now. See, there's one imperfection right here. Everything else looks good, but this is under the surface. Not sure if the camera's picking that up. It just goes to show you how perfect the prep must be. If it's not perfect, you'll see these little dimple marks. The flip side is I can purchase a used unit. Are you talking a really good piece? Something like 250 bucks. And that may still need some work. Mint condition, like 300, so they're not inexpensive. So it's not too bad. It certainly isn't perfect. You can see some imperfections, but certainly a lot better than what it did look like before. So now I'm just snapping in the bezel into the assembly. As you can see, I should have went a little bit darker on the wrap, but it certainly looks a lot better than it did before. Even on the leather here, it's a little bit creased. It was a little hard to fold in the corners, and what I discovered when I did the wrapping is I should have made a small slot, and I was afraid to do that on the leather, but that's really what I should have done. But it certainly looks a lot better than it did. So let's go ahead and reinstall it in the car.